Welcome fellow adventurer and dungeon master to a new edition of Character Concept for You, where I create level 1 characters for you to use as either heroes or NPCs. Feel free to change them in any way you like or create your own hero with the build you see before you. My name is Model42 and today I want to tell you about Beta, a gorgeous human alchemist with a tragic past that will be a quest giver and potential ally in my tutorial campaign. She is planned to be an NPC, but if one player is missing, she will accompany the rest so that they can play and enjoy the game. Before we go, if you are one of my players, I want you to listen very carefully to this video so that you know how you can use her talents for your success. You will meet her during your first quest, but it cannot be bad to know more about her, so that you know how to talk and interact with her. Beta has an Alchemist class DC of 16, which is not perfect, but still very good, and she is of average strength, very quick to react and act, is healthy, very smart, has a little bit of wisdom to offer anyone willing to listen, and is quite a beautiful woman with a stunning body, but an air of sadness around her. She is very good in acrobatics, crafting, labor law, herbalist law and society, and also quite talented in diplomacy, medicine, nature and religion, with the rest being okay or not that useful. Her saving throws are quite mixed with decent willpower and fortitude. Her reflexes, however, are close to amazing. She is not the most perceptive one, and with only basic hit points and a standard movement speed of 25 feet, she is not the most combat experienced person on first glance. At least she speaks 4 languages fluently: Common, Kelish and Shonti, both being her mother tongue since she grew up bilingual, and Elven, which she had to learn in her past, being a slave to an Elven lord in Assyrian many years ago. The dark-skinned girl's unarmored armor class of 16, since she prefers simple robes to heavy leather, is pretty good, and since she uses dexterity for her weapons, she actually is a good hit, using her dagger or a decent slap to fend off enemies. Her weapon of choice, however, are alchemical bombs, which will be getting more and more dangerous over the course of the game. Beta has no special features as a human, but is of versatile heritage, gaining a general feat, which is Die Hard, increasing her dying threshold from 4 to 5, since she survived a brutal and not safe for YouTube situation with her former master, but did not die from it, which might spell bad luck for him in the future. As her ancestral feat, we chose Natural Ambition, gaining an extra class feat for it, which is Faulaba, increasing the range increment of her thrown alchemical bombs from 20 to 30 feet. She also has the skill feat, Read Lips, which we will look at later, together with the Quick Bomber class feat she chose as her regular first level feat. As an alchemist, she gains a lot of special features, one being infused reagents, granting her a batch of infused reagents during her daily preparations equal to her level plus intelligence modifier, though only until her next daily preparations when she gets new ones. These can be used for her advanced alchemy and quick alchemy features. Advanced alchemy states that she can, after she got her infused reagents during daily preparations, immediately create infused alchemical items of her level or lower by just spending them, gaining 2 of the same item and level per batch used, without the need of a check or materials. These, however, are only potent for 24 hours or until her next daily preparations, whichever comes first. She also gains the skill feat, Alchemical Crafting, which allows her to craft such items in the first place, also learning 4 level 1 common formulas as well. With a research field feature, for which she chose Bomber, she gains another 2 first level formulas of the bomb type and also can negate the splash damage of her thrown alchemical bombs for all targets, except the primary target, which makes them safer to use. As you can see, an alchemist has a lot to learn, but there is still more to come, making her amazingly versatile and helpful, despite focusing on bombs. First up, let's look at Read Lips, which allows her to read someone's lips as long as she knows the language spoken. She can do this automatically if she is at leisure, but in combat or other stressful situations, she has to use one interact action for that, which also makes her fascinated and flat-footed for 1 round. She then makes a society check with a DC determined by the DM to see if she can understand. This also works if she would be deaf or hard of hearing, and allows her to communicate the information in a way that others understand her. Crafting can be done by anyone, though I wrote a brief summary in this box, so it becomes easier to remember. I made a video for it in my Problem Corner series, so feel free to check that out if you want to know how crafting works. Now for her two special actions, the first being Quick Alchemy. This costs a single action and allows her to quickly use her infused reagents and create an infused alchemical item of her level or lower, though it will only be potent until the start of her next turn and, unlike advanced alchemy, it is only one item that is created, and only one item at all. She needs Alchemist's tool for that, as well as the formula in a free hand. Her second action is Quick Bomber, which uses one action to make two actions at the same time, using an interact action to draw a bomb from somewhere on her body and then immediately make a strike action with it. Good action economy is always worth taking. She has a total of 8 formulas, 4 from the alchemical crafting feat, 2 from her research field and another 2, since she also gained a formula book with 2 formulas for free. All of those formulas are level 1 and common though. She can create arsenic, which is the beginning of a plan to get revenge at the Lord who did unspeakable things to her, as well as a lesser antidote and anti-plague, which come as a benefit from learning about poisons, and minor elixir of life, which is wrongly listed as lesser in the core rules table, so be careful, and small, but useful healing. She also can create a lesser cheater's elixir which gives a small speed boost for a minute and can be useful, but her personal favorites are the lesser frost vial, lesser bottled lightning and lesser alchemist's fire, all of them giving her a huge variety in damage and making her support role more dangerous. Beta can carry 5 bulk without penalty and a maximum of 10, but right now carries with her 3 bulk and 9 light, since each potion and bomb has a weight of L, as well as the infused reagents all together. She always needs a bit of space here. In her purse we find 9 copper and 32 silver coins, which would be barely enough to create 1 potion through regular crafting, so not that great, we need more money. She has equipped a dagger, a fine and silver silk robe, an ordinary golden scarf, some jewelry worth 1 gold piece and a bandolier around her seductive thighs, which is filled with alchemist's tools or potions, depending on what she has available at the moment. Furthermore, she carries a formula book, said alchemist's tools, a backpack, bedroll, belt pouch, flint and steel, a religious symbol of Nadari made of wood, a sheath for her dagger to not cut herself, 2 pieces of soap to keep her body clean and beautiful, a torch, water skin, 3 sets of ordinary white robes for mundane tasks or housework, an ordinary white nightshirt, fine white and golden robes for festivities and ceremonies, a black raincoat and white and brown winter furs for the colder times of the year. Before we look at her personality, a few stats and facts as usual. Beta is a human with the versatile heritage and also a servant, who became a medium-sized alchemist. Everything is from the core rules, so your DM should not have a problem with any of it. She only has the traits human and humanoid to describe her for game elements as well and is of chaotic good alignment, helping people in need whenever she can, though she will not be held back by laws or people in power, having been a victim of them as well. She prays to Nadari, the lost maiden, whose domains contain death, passion, sorrow, and water, all things that have dominated her life and essence. Her parents were a Shanti warrior and a Kelishite teacher, making her of both blood, being born in Assyrian, though because she now lives in the small village Donner in Andoran, she considers herself to be of that nationality. She is a woman of 25 years of age and is 1 meter and 75 centimeters tall, or 5 feet 7 inches, weighing a quite light 56 kilograms, or 123 pounds, also being heterosexual and preferring the company of men, though not elven men, because of what happened in her past, demonizing them all, which is unjust, but also a great possibility for roleplay in overcoming that point of view. As with all my characters, change it to whatever you prefer. She is meant for you, even in this special case of my creating her for my own campaign. For her personality I choose all 3 points from being a human and all 3 from being an alchemist, adding 4 of my own to complete my 10 points method for creating an authentic, and also memorable character. She strives to achieve greatness for her goddess, having survived mostly because of her faith and also passionate will of revenge, still seeking for her purpose in this world beyond punishing a man who not only took everything from her, but tried to break her in the most disgusting way imaginable. Having been through this experience, she learned to cherish her family, of which she is more or less the only one left, and her friends, no matter if old or new. After getting her second chance of life with just 15 years of age, she began studying the alchemistic arts, especially poison and bombs, to make her own Lord of Hatred pay for his sins, but also coming to enjoy the tinkering and creating of alchemical potions, seeking new ways to improve them and her tools, as well as seeing them work, no matter if destructive or healing. When it comes to my own ads, because of her bad experience, she absolutely despises not only slavers, but most lords and royalty as well, seeing as they can punish those below them with little to no repercussions. On a positive side, being able to create poisons and medicine as well, she learned to enjoy and even love her newfound profession and the trading that comes with it. When meeting and greeting her friends, she gives very endearing and warm embraces that can take a weirdly long time, but for some reason don't feel awkward. Though she knows that the beauty of her body was the reason suffering was brought up on her, she tries to keep it as beautiful, clean and healthy as she can, ritually bathing in the river near the city for at least half an hour daily, praising her goddess far away from prying eyes. If you think her careless, then you just don't know about the beautiful, moss and fern-covered cave she found, where a small part of the river leads into, almost being a natural sanctuary that she feels safe and protected in, as if her goddess were watching her. If you want her complete character sheet, so that you do not need to copy and paste from screen, just hop on over to my Facebook and send me a nice little hello, with the added wish for beta. Thank you for sticking with me to the end, and if you like beta or just want to help out, leave a like and subscribe for more content and guides. You can also leave a comment of what you think about her or how you would use her in your games. Stay safe my friends, and we will see each other somewhere in Galarian.